Okay, you can take your question. Yeah, you can take. Can you hear me?
Hare Krishna everyone.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Welcome to our annual program Bhagavad Saptāh 2025 at Gauradesh Kulon Temple. Well, more about this program. This brings in a lot of Kirtan, Katha from Srimad Bhāgavatam. Very interesting spiritual activities for the kids, as well as, of course, delicious prasadam, isn't it? Haribol! So, today is the day 3rd of the Bhagavad Saptāh program. It is a 7-day spiritual retreat program that happens annually, which is organized by Pure Bliss Time, which is founded by His Grace Sudama Prabhuji. And let us first have a quick recap of what we did yesterday. Yesterday we spoke about Hiranyakashipu. Remember, right? Hiranyakashipu, who convinced his family, his relative, who consoled that we should take revenge of the death of Hinaksh, which was done by Varaswami. And he convinced his entire family, and he in fact succeeded in convincing his family, yes, we should not worship Narayana, we should not worship Swarup of Narayana. But is it the end? Of course not. The devil never wins in the end, right? So comes to the next version of what happens next after he's convinced his family, achieved his target. Now, of course, Narayana has to come and show how the path begins. And that's what we will discuss today. Excited?
Yes.
Jai.
Very much. And please take notes if possible, because day 1 we covered a lot on the 3 gunas, which was yesterday combined, and today is the next, and so on. Before we proceed, a little bit about our speaker, His Grace Sri Sudama Prabhuji. Sudama Prabhuji has been conducting for the last 20 years the programs on Krishna conscious. He got Dikshit from His Holiness Kadam Kandu Swami, and he's been doing a lot of spiritual retreat programs throughout the year. For you may know, there are regular Bhagavad Gita courses on Saturdays. There's regular Srimad Bhagavatam course. So if anybody is interested above and beyond the 7 retreat program, please do reach out. Now more about the program, which is interesting, and we are very, very grateful to the Pure Bliss Time team for making this happen. Everyone is very busy, of course, but for us to be able to be here and take and understand the nectar that is given in the program from Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very important in today's time, because of course it is missing, and there's some soul searching there. So I'll take less time. Let us start with this great program. Please welcome Sri Sudama Prabhuji with one Hare Krishna Mahamantra, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Yes,
Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Sadasri Bhagavan Devaki Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Sadasri Bhagavan Devaki Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि और भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिगोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देव तुलसी महाराज समावेत भक्तवृंद की ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबली ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबली ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबली all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayesha Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
हरि बोल
Hare Krishna. So, as Sima Mataji was mentioning, today we are in third day of our 7-day Bhagavad Katha. How many of you have come for the first time here? Welcome. So, we are going through the 7th canto of Srimad Bhāgavatam. And as we learn from the day one the glories of Srimad Bhāgavatam, one can relish if one has taste for it. How many of us like mango here? Raw mango? Sweet mango? Yes, everyone likes sweet mango. Even if you are diabetic, you like sweet mango. What if I say that Bhagavatam is unlimitedly sweeter than mango? See, so many are excited. If you remember, yesterday we were talking about Hiranyakashipu dominating with his plan. He has accomplished two things. Can someone recollect and say what are the two things that Hiranyakashipu achieved? Yes?
He said that everything is temporary.
What did he achieve?
He could convince his relatives.
He could convince his relatives with philosophy, which means he is very, very intelligent. What is second?
He could get the boon from Brahma.
He got the boon from Lord Brahma, which means he is not just a man of words, he is actually a man of action. Amazing, isn't it? Even these days, heroes are not so great. Hiranyakashipu has done what he wanted to the best he can. He wanted something else, but he knows, okay, let's adjust such a way that we can still get it, something benefit from it. So in this regard, so Hiranyakashipu, he has done a big penance. He pleased Lord Brahma and he asked what exactly he wanted. Who remembers all the conditions that he said? I want no death from inside, outside, what? Inside, outside, house. Okay.
Day or night.
Day or night,
Morning,
No,
not man or animal, living or non-living. Yes, yes.
Nothing created by Brahma.
Nothing created by Brahma.
no weapon,
No weapons. Yeah. Not inside house, not outside house.
Not on the land, not in the air,
Not in the air, not on the land. And? And? Not by any serpents from the lower planets. Yes? Not by a god, not by people. Nice. And now we hear what Lord Brahma said before he said Tathastu. Who was the dialogue? Before he says Tathastu, he is saying, in my opinion, this day is very, very special. Why? Because we are going to discuss about how we should not be, and we will also discuss how we should be. So what is very interesting for you?
both.
Both. So shall we do it 2 days? Or? So, when Lord Brahma finally he arrived to the place, yesterday I said that he was not finding where is Hiranyakashipu. Then he took some water, he sprinkled on the anthill, and then there was only bones, and then he blessed. And here he is saying, Shri Narada Uvacha Evam Vritasya Tadritir Hiranyakashipur Atha Prahlad Tat Tapasa Prito Varamstasya Sudurlabhan. So he got Vara. Vara means boon. And the word used here is called Durlabha. And that too it is used Sudurlabha. Devotion is very, very difficult. In fact, we know that in Lord Brahma is saying in Brahma Samhita, Durlabham Sudurlabham Atma Bhakto Govindam Adipurusham Maham Bhajam. So to get bhakti is very difficult, and to get such a wonderful boon that Hiranyakashipu wanted is also very difficult. Usually we may think, okay, devotion is very difficult. Let me find some other things which are easy to get. To get such a level of boon, one has to perform severe austerity. So Lord Brahma is saying, Tate me durlabha pumsan yan vrishne varan mama Tadhapi vitarami anga varan yadyapi durlabhan. And in the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning what is durlabhan. We know the meaning of labha means to get, durlabha means very difficult to get. Durlabha, Chakravarti Thakur in the purport, he is saying, Hiranyakashipu, when we say he is compared to Maharaj Vena. You remember on the day one we were discussing Maharaj Vena, he is atheist. He had no care of God because he himself thought I am God, if at all God is there. And not only that, he was thinking, I don't have to be afraid of anyone but Brahmanas, but sages like Bhrigu Muni. And Hiranyakashipu knows the power of Bhrigu Muni, so he has done so much mystic austerities that he got more power than Bhrigu. Which means there is no one who can, even if one may say, cursing, power, supreme, he became like that. Hiranyakashipu was so alert against being burnt to ashes by Bhrigu Muni. That's why he became more powerful. And then afterwards, what happens? After you have conquered everything, what will you do? Enjoy. And then this is what Hiranyakashipu did. Hiranyakashipu was completely absorbed in intoxication. It is said that so much that even his copperly eyes were always rolling. In spite of so much intoxication, still he had control on everyone except Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. And it goes further, it is said that Hiranyakashipu was a terror even to celestial beings like Tumburu and Narada. Vishwavasu, Tumburu, Narada, all they. He said, this is what is Narada Muni is narrating, right? Narada Muni is telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj what has happened, and he is saying, even I myself, I had to sometime be under his control. It is said, in the purport Prabhupada is mentioning, the Asuras sometimes become so powerful that they can engage even Narada Muni and similar devotees in their service. Sometimes we see, okay, why? And here Narada Muni is also engaged in Hiranyakashipu's service. But Prabhupada writes in the purport, this does not mean that Narada was subordinate to Hiranyakashipu. It doesn't mean now he is subordinate to Hiranyakashipu. Rather, sometimes, however, it is so happens in this material world that great personalities, even great devotees, can also be under the control of asuras. It's about for some time. Sa eva varnashramabi kratubher bhuri dakshinaihi ijyamano havir bhagan. Verse number 15. Agrahit svena tejasa. He's saying, being worshipped by sacrifices with great gifts. We know, right? When we are doing yajna, what we are doing? We are bringing gold, silver. Of course, in Kali Yuga, little challenging. But what is offered is there is gold. There are gems. All these things are offered in the yajna. A small packet. I don't know if you have seen the small pack. These days, it became so small. When someone is Navaratna, they just put it almost like altogether is half gram. So Hiranyakashipu, what he was doing is, of course, all these should go to the demigods. When we are worshipping, what happens? They should go to the devatas. And what happens from the devatas? It goes to Lord Vishnu. But Hiranyakashipu was not giving anything higher. Everything he was taking for himself. Because he has power. No one can stop him. And out of fear, Mother Earth was giving all the food grains. No need of plowing the. Whenever he wants some rice, some meat, I don't know which country, what we want. So he was getting everything available. So dal, roti, sabji, everything is there. No problem. That too just with the wink of his eye he used to get it. No efforts. So that was his power. Sa ittam nirjita kakubo eka rag vishayan priyan yathopa josham bunjano nath pratya ajitendriya na atripyat. He was still not satisfied. This is a very key verse in this chapter 19. It is said that in spite of achieving such a high power, he had complete control of almost everything except the Lord, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma. He had complete control in all directions, and in spite of enjoying all types of dear sense gratification as much as possible. We have sometimes now, we enjoyed it, but we want more and more. We want not only quality, we want quantity. Hiranyakashipu had quantity also, but still he was not satisfied. Hiranyakashipu was dissatisfied because instead of controlling his senses, he remained their servant. So that is the nature of demonic, atheistic people. What they want? They only want enjoyment. Yeah, they only want enjoyment, nothing else. Whatever may happen, let me enjoy. No limits. Neither he is happy, neither he will allow others to be happy. And this is the demonic mentality. Hiranyakashipu, after doing all these things, was he happy? In the purport it is mentioned, this is the example of asuric life. This is the example of a demonic. Who is talking in the back? So, this is the mentality of a demonic person, which means always looking to enjoy, not to offer service for other pleasure, but to take service for one's own pleasure. Hiranyakashipu was taking service from everyone forcefully. That's why we should not call service. A very demanding service is not service. No, it's called torture. He was torturing to get what he wanted. Atheists can advance materially and create an extremely comfortable situation for the senses. But because they are controlled by senses, they cannot be satisfied. There is a full stop. There is no question mark, there is no comma, it is full stop, which means no exception. As far as material sense gratification is concerned, materialists may go on increasing their enjoyment as far as they can imagine. But because people in such material condition are servants of their senses, how can one enjoy? Who can enjoy? Master enjoys, not the servant. Right? Who is the enjoyer? Huh? The person who is getting service, he is the enjoyer. So who is that? Yes. Hiranyakashipu. Okay, you're following. So Hiranyakashipu, here in this case, he is trying to enjoy. We are also thinking we are enjoying, we are trying to enjoy. And in fact, in this way, Hiranyakashipu was trying his best, but he was not. He was always having this enmity towards Lord Vishnu. Tasyogra danda sambhigna sarve loka sapa laka anyatralabha sharanaha sharanam yayur achyutam. Again clear. What happens when everyone have problem? Where do they go? Sharanam Yayud Achyutam. Sharanam means take shelter of whom? Achyutam. One who is infallible. He is Achyutam. Means he is always there. Isn't it very smart to take shelter of someone who is always there? Not there for 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years. You won't have assurance, right? The real assurance is Achyuta. When we take shelter of the Lord, then we are assured. So, after this, what happened? Because of this fearful condition, disturbances, unable to find any other solution, shelter, they approached Lord Vishnu. In the purport, Prabhupada mentions, if in distress one seeks shelter of a demigod, he is foolish, for his efforts will be fruitless. If we want, I think you may understand the language of investment. Where do we invest money? Something that always increases, right? Or at least doesn't fall. So it is said that one who approaches Lord Hari. Hari means, what is Hari? Hari also means monkey. So I am not saying to approach a monkey, except Hanumanji. So if one wants a permanent shelter, one approaches Lord Hari. Yasyai namostu kastayai yatratma harir ishvaraha yat gatvana nivartante shanta sanyasino amalaha iti te samyatmanaha samahito diyo malaha upatasyur rishikesham vinidra vayu bhojana. Bhojan, vayu bhojan. Eating air. Vinidra. Nidra means sleep. Vinidra means no sleep. Vinidra vayu bhojana. So that the devatas without sleep, without eating anything except air, they have offered this wonderful prayer. They said, Tasyai namostu kashtaye. Kashtaye means, maybe you can spell later. Kashtaye means directions. When Hiranyakashipu has conquered all the directions, the translation goes, let us offer our prayers, obeisances unto the Lord where those purified souls in the renounced order of life, the great saintly persons, go and from which, having gone, they never return. So which means, how many directions are there? 10 directions. There is 11th direction here. The 11th direction is the Lord. It is in the spiritual world. It's not just if I go up with my satellite, or what do you call this, rockets, I can reach there. You know, going up, after that there is no up. The spiritual world is the place where the Lord is served. In the purport it said the two words, Tasyai, Kashtaye, are very significant. Everywhere, in every direction, in every heart, and in every atom, the Supreme Lord is present as Brahman and Paramatma. Then what is the purpose of saying, why the Devatas have to use this word Tasyai? What is the Kashyai? Why they are saying? Because they know the Lord is always eternally present in the spiritual world. In that direction they are turning towards. Why? They also want to follow in the line of those great sages who have attained success of what? Of not coming back to the world. In the purport there is also further explanation. Said, for example, on this earth there are some places as Vrindavan and Ayodhya. Slowly. Okay. 23. Yeah. Where am I? Okay. For example, on this earth, there are such places as Vrindavan and Ayodhya, which are called Dham. Dhama. In the Dham, there is no influence from Kali Yuga or any demon. Oh. Prabhupada translated and added the purport very recently. And we see in these holy places there is so much suffering, isn't it? Yeah, there is also crime, there is also theft. So much. What does this mean? The acharyas say that these special dhams are visible only when you have special vision. When we go to Vrindavan, the first thing what we see is the material covering. And it really needs the mercy of the acharyas who explain the glories of the dham. And with that, when we hear and when we see, then we can see that this dham is not affected by this material covering. It's only a covering for people who want to be bewildered. But for devotees, there is no problem. In fact, in India, one may still go to Vrindavan and similar places to achieve the results of spiritual activities quickly. And after this, the Lord appeared and then he said, and from here it becomes very interesting. I hope so far also it's interesting. But from here it becomes more interesting. Ready? Who is ready? I think few more hands, right? So, thank you. The Lord is assuring, Ma Bhaishta Vibudha Shrestha Sarvesha Bhadramastuva Mat Darshanam Hi Bhutanam Sarva Shreyopa Patyate. It says that the Lord is saying, O best of the learned persons, do not fear. I wish you all good fortune. I wish all good fortune to you. Become my devotees by hearing and chanting about me and offering me prayers. For these are certainly meant to award benedictions to all living entities. Gnatva etasya dauratmyam daite pa sadasya yat tasya shantim karishyami kalam tavat pratikshata. Pratiksha means? Wait. Kalam and tavat means until then. I know why you have offered your wonderful prayers. Don't worry. All good fortune to you all. But what you should do? It said, become my devotees. This means the demigods, the devatas, yeah, they are devotees, but not 100%. Okay, they are servants of the Lord and they are very sincerely serving, but because they are living in the material realm, the Lord is saying, become stronger devotees. Become more devotee. How? By hearing and chanting about me and offering me prayers. And he is saying, please wait patiently. Then, but can we really be so patiently waiting when the Lord will come? Because come on, Hiranyakashipu is. One may say, hey Lord, you don't know what is suffering. For you there is no suffering, but for us there is so much suffering. Isn't it? We may say, hey Lord, I think you can't understand what suffering means because you are Lord, but we are not Lord. And you are saying, patiently wait. No, he is also saying engage in the devotional service of hearing and chanting. And in addition he is saying, now, Yada deveshu vedeshu goshu vipreshu sadhushu dharme mai cha vidveshaha sabha asu vinashyati. Hiranyakashipu, he has earned power. Lord Brahma gave all the power, right? So Hiranyakashipu has all these things. He is saying, when one is envious of the demigods, Devatas, if someone is envious of Devatas, who represent the Supreme Lord, and when one is envious of Vedas, either they think, hey, all these scriptures are only bogus, or they may say these scriptures are not allowing me to enjoy at all. I don't like them at all. So one hates Vedas. When Deveshu, the Lord, demigods, Vedeshu, the scriptures, Goshu, we know, cows. When someone is not favorably serving cows, rather one even is committing crime or violence towards cow, Goshu, Vipreshu, Vipra, Brahmanas, and devotees, Sadhushu. Dharme Maicha Vidveshaha. And ultimately me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he and his civilization will be vanquished without delay. Sava Asu Vinashyati. For sure, this Ashu means very soon. Very exciting news. Because you know that Hiranyakashipu was anyway doing all these things, right? So then they were very nice, okay. And then Nirvairaya Prashantaya Swa Sutaya Mahatmane. Okay, you're so nice. Can you tell me more? The Devatas are very eager to know more. When will Hiranyakashipu will be killed? He says Nirvairaya. Vaira means envy or enemies. Nirvaira means one who doesn't has enemy. And Prashantatma. Prashantaya. Prashantaya means one who is very, very calm, humble, peaceful. Who Swa Sutaya. His son, who is such a great devotee, Mahatmane Prahradaya Yada Duhrit Dhanishyepi Varorjitam. Varorjitam means Vara, the boon that he got, that will start diminishing. So, which means it is said that Hiranyakashipu will have a son who is such a great devotee, and when such a devotee is mistreated by his own father, he is going to start counting days. When Hiranyakashipu teases the great devotee Prahlad, his own son, who is peaceful and sober and who has no enemies, I shall kill Hiranyakashipu immediately, despite the benedictions of Brahma. In the purport, it's very nicely explained what it means to make the biggest sin. Of all the sinful activities, an offense to a pure devotee or a Vaishnava is the most severe. Why such special quota given for Vaishnavas? Sometimes we are envious of Vaishnavas. Sometimes people will think, why Vaishnavas? Are you so great? I mean, I have seen so many people thinking about in this mood that, why are you people thinking, yeah, you are so great? It is not that we claim to be great, it is that Lord Himself says that such a Vaishnava is very dear to me. So, we are just repeating what Lord says. That Vaishnavas are never mess up with Vaishnavas. We know so many pastimes in Bhāgavatam. What happened to Ambarish Maharaj? For him nothing happened. When Durvasa Muni, he tried to attack. In fact, he had to take shelter of Ambarish Maharaj. So in this way, Vaishnava aparat is very difficult, very difficult to come out. Why? What is the problem with that is, an offense at the lotus feet of a Vaishnava is a disastrous, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has compared it to a mad elephant. You know, mad elephant, what it can do? Mad. Oh, who can tell? You can tell what it will be. Mataji, there is a translation going on there. So maybe little away. Tell me.
It can be angry.
Yeah.
It can step on somebody.
Okay.
It can kill somebody.
It can kill someone. It can step on someone.
It can eat someone.
It can eat someone. Okay. Now crazy ideas coming. It just doesn't know what it does. In that, it can trample on the plants, trees. And similarly, such an offense can be so strong on our heart, where we are just developing little bhakti. A little bhakti means it's not like a big tree. And an elephant can mess up everything. Similarly, a Vaishnava aparad, an offense unto a Vaishnava is so dangerous. Even the Lord doesn't give. Lord doesn't ignore, or Lord is very serious. Let's put that. He's very serious if someone commits an offense. So, and now here Hiranyakashipu is going to commit an offense against whom? His own son. That's okay, but son is a great devotee. Sri Narada Uvacha Iti Ukta Loka Guruna Tam Pranamya Divaukashaha Nyavartanta Gatodvega. Who is that? Okay. Gatodvega Menire Shasuram Hatam. He's saying that the Lord, Narada Muni is saying, the Supreme Lord, the spiritual master of everyone, does reassure all the demigods living in the heavenly planets. They offered their respect, and they now know that practically Hiranyakashipu is killed. Though it didn't happen, they had so much confidence that now this is happening. Tasya daitya pate putras chatvara paramadbhutan. He had 4 sons. Hiranyakashipu had 4 beautiful, wonderful sons. Of that, Prahlad, Bhun, Maham, Tesham, Guner, Mahad, Upashaka. Of these 4, Prahlad is best. He is so best. Indeed, Prahlad was the reservoir of all transcendental qualities because he was an unalloyed devotee of the personality of Godhead. Do we want to know the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj? Brahmanya Shila Sampanna Satya Sandho Jitendriya Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam Eka Priya Suhrittama Dasavat Sannata Angrihi Pitravat Dina Vatsalaha Bratavat Sadrishe Sligdo Guruvshva Ishvara Bhavana Vidyartha Rupa Janmadhyo Manastamba Vivarjita. Just to understand this one verse or the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, we can spend 7 days. And to cover in few minutes would be quite, we are missing something. That's why I encourage, please read Prabhupada purports. They are full of explanation. It is said the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. He said he was completely cultured as a qualified Brahmana. So Brahmana means it's not one is born by birth, he becomes a Brahmana. One has to cultivate the qualities, then he becomes a Brahmana. So Brahmana is a culture, Brahmanical culture. It doesn't just come. It's not like, okay, I'm born, my ancestors, 4 fathers, all fathers are Brahmanas, so I will become a Brahmana. No, one has to have that culture. He was completely cultured as a qualified Brahmana, having very good character, Shila Sampanna, and being determined to understand the absolute truth. He had full control of his senses and mind. Like the super soul, he was kind to every living entity and was the best friend of all. And then to respectable persons, he acted exactly like a menial servant. And to poor people, he was like a father. In this way, he says, he was completely freed from unnatural pride that might have arisen from his good education. He has his good education, we will know how. Riches, his father is the emperor of the universe, riches. He was also very beautiful, in a very aristocratic family, but still he was very humble. In the purport, Prabhupada mentions the qualities of a Brahmana. Samo damas tapas saucham shantir ajyavam evacha jnanam vijnanam astikyam brahma karma svabhavajam. Brahma karma means one who is in having these Brahmanical qualities, he should have sama, peace or equality. Dhamma means tolerant, tapa, austerity, saucham, purity, shantir, honesty, and then jnanam, vijnanam, and very important astikyam, means to really have faith in the Lord. So in this way, Prahlad Maharaj had all these wonderful qualities. No dvigna chitto, vyasaneshu nishprushaha, shruteshu drishteshu guneshva avastu drik, dantrendriya prana sharira dhi sada, prashanta kama rahita suro sura. He's saying Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of asuras. He himself was not an asura. Just born doesn't mean that he's usually we think, hey, he's also like that. No. And unlike the other asuras, he was never envious of Vaishnavas. He was not agitated when put into danger, and he was neither directly nor indirectly interested in fruitive activities of Vedas. No. Indeed, he considered everything material to be useless, and therefore he was completely devoid of material desires. In this way, Narada Muni is telling whose glories? Prahlad Maharaj. Who is Prahlad Maharaj? Narada's disciple. And he is still glorifying his disciple. And he is saying, Yasmin Mahat Guna Rajan Grihyante Kavibhir Muhu Nate Adhuna Pidayante Yatha Bhāgavati Ishware. He says, O king, Prahlad Maharaj's good qualities are still glorified by learned saints and servants even now. Vaishnavas, wherever they meet, what they are going to talk about? About the great glories of Prahlad Maharaj. So great personality. As all good qualities are always found existing in the Supreme Lord, they also exist forever in his devotee Prahlad Maharaj. Yem sadhu gatha sadasi ripavo api sura nrupa pratimanam prakurvanti kim utanya bhavadrisha. He said, in any assembly where there are discourses about saints and devotees, O King Yudhishthir, even the enemies of the demons, namely the demigods, what to speak of you, would recite Prahlad as an example of a great devotee. How many qualities Prahlad Maharaj has? He says, Gunair alam asankyaner. How many? Asankhya. One can't count. He has innumerable qualities, unlimited. Who could list the innumerable transcendental qualities of Prahlad Maharaj? Gunair alam asankhye mahadnyam tasya suchyate vasudeve bhagavati yasya naisargika rati. He has so much love for the Lord towards Vasudeva. Rati means great attachment. Although his good qualities cannot be enumerated, they prove that he was a great soul, Mahatma. It goes further. I'll just move on to. And because of advancement in Krishna consciousness, he sometimes cries. He has this Ashtavikara symptoms as a great devotee. And all this is fine. And now, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking one question. Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking that, okay, all this is fine. A father and mother are always affectionate to their child, to their children, right? When the children are disobedient, the parents chastise them. Not due to enmity, but only for the child's instruction and welfare. Agreed? All the parents, what do we do? All the kids, what the parents do? It's only for their benefit. How did Hiranyakashipu, the father of Prahlad Maharaj, chastise such a noble son? Maybe his nobility is the problem. This is what I am eager to know. He also says, how was it possible for a father to be so violent towards an exalted son, who was so obedient, well-behaved, and respectful to his father? O Brahmana, O Master, I have never heard of such a contradiction as an affectionate father punishing his noble son. Because punishment is kids when they don't hear, right? Kindly dissipate our doubt in this regard. As we may know already, Nrsimha pastime, you may think, okay, we know. But here, this is a very interesting question. How, if someone is so sweet and so obedient and having all the qualities and respect to all the Vaishnavas, how come someone even forget about Hiranyakashipu? A father will be so cruel. And there we go into the actual story. So far, this is only a preparation to get into the Leela, where we are just discussing about Prahlad's greatness. But do we want to know more about Prahlad? Because otherwise, why the Lord has appeared to protect him? In fact, this story or this pastime is said by Prahlad Maharaj himself. When we just go a little forward, we see that the schoolmates of Prahlad is asking, how come you have all these great qualities? When Prahlad is born and when he became suitable to go to Gurukul, then he was sent to Gurukul, and at the Gurukul, then he was behaving strange. And he was giving very high philosophy, and then he said, we had no teacher like this. Our teacher and your teacher are same, right? And in the 7th canto, 6th chapter, it said, Prahlada tvam vayam chapi nartye anyam vidmahe gurum nadve ayam gurum. Do we have any other teacher? The students are asking. And then, etabhyam guru putrabhyam balanam api hishwarau balasyanta purah stasya mahat sango duranvayah chindit naha samshayam saumya syat chet vishrambhya karana. Vishrambha means Vishrambha karana. We would like to know the cause of faith, our words, right? Whatever, how can we trust you? Yeah, Prahlad, you are telling all big things, and our teacher didn't tell all these things. So how can we understand or accept whatever you are saying is right? So, and then we entered. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, he is narrating, he is saying that, huh? एवं एवं दैत्य सुतै पृष्टो महाभागवतो सुरः वाचो उवाच ताम स्मयन स्मयमानः स्मरन् मत् अनुभाषितम्. Anubhashitam means he is saying, I am going to speak of what I have heard. This is very interesting, na? For the all the schoolmates, they see that he didn't attend any special classes. Yeah? He is a boy, and how come he understand all? He is saying, I am saying, although Prahlad was born in a family of Asura, he was greatest of all devotees. Having thus asked by the schoolmates, now he starts telling. I made a shorter version, just in case of to speed up things. So, Prahlad Maharaj started telling, you know what, when Hiranyakashipu, we know he went for tapasya, right? He went to the Mount Mandara, and there he was doing the tapasya. At that time, what happened is Indra came to the place where Kayadu, my mother, she was there. And Indra came, and what did he do? Who is the Indra here? What did he do?
Captain Kayadu.
Okay. What was the dialogue? Forgot that. See? Okay. So, Prahlad is telling, when I was in my mother's womb at that time, Indra, he came, and at the time he arrested my mother. And after arresting, he wanted to take her, and then somehow Narada Muni stopped. So, thank you. Tesham ati balodyogam Rishamyasura Yuttapaihi. He's saying that when great leaders of the demons, they were there, and at that time Indra came and he wanted to take away, and then comes that Nishkilshibha means having no impurity. So my mother, she was pure. So Narada Muni came and he stopped Indra to take away my mother. And then, but Indra said, okay, but when the son of Hiranyakashipu will come, he will become a big terror again. So let's, when it's in the seed form, solve the problem. We know this, right? A stitch in time saves 9. So first stitch. So Indra wanted to just take away, but then Narada Muni says, don't do this, because the son of Hiranyakashipu will be a great devotee. This is a very interesting question, right? The thing is, Narada made him a devotee, or was he already a devotee? Yes?
Narada made him devotee.
Okay. Why only him? Why not you?
Could it be both ways? He was destined?
He was destined.
Why he was destined?
Maybe from previous life something?
When we do the 8th day of Bhāgavata Saptāh, I can cover that. If we can go, because one can understand what was his previous life. In previous life, what was he? So, but he was not perfect. So Narada, the teacher's job is to make perfect. It's not like, okay, he's just starting someone, but one is taken in the hands of the spiritual master and he shapes it into perfect devotion. Okay? Yeah? Okay. So in this way Narada could succeed, he could stop. Yeah, Indra was thinking, okay, then okay. Yeah, I don't have to worry much. So and then Narada Muni, what happens to Kayadu now? Huh? She was taken away from her home, from the palace, and then Narada Muni, he said, okay, until your husband comes back. We never know, right? Indra may come back. So better you stay at my place. And then and Kayadu was happy, and because Kayadu was happy, she was able to think, okay, until my husband comes, I have protection, and I can serve Narada Muni. And when she was serving Narada Muni, then Narada was speaking Bhāgavata. He was teaching the highest purpose of bhakti. He was explaining, and this is what Prahlad, when he was inside the mother's womb, he was hearing. And this is what he was telling to the schoolmates. You know what? When I was inside, I was hearing this. And then what did Narada speak when Prahlad was in the stomach, in the womb? He was teaching about dharma tattva. What is dharmasya tattvasya? So both he was teaching, which is how to lead in this world, how to be careful. At the same time also tattva, the real understanding, the real purport. And it is said that in the purport, Prabhupada mentions the real sadhu is interested in helping others, giving the real knowledge. Hiranyakashipu had knowledge, but that knowledge he used it. Do you know what is called Adda Kukkuti Niti? Huh? What is Kukkuti? Hen. The one that makes cuckoo, right? So that's a hen. Ardha means half. There is a niti called Ardha Kukkuti Niti, means we know there is this farmer who was a greedy farmer, who was always saying, hey, this hen is giving me golden eggs, but also eating too much. So he wanted only the benefit. Then he cut the hen into half. He took what he wanted, in the end it doesn't work. Similarly, Hiranyakashipu, he took all this, Yamaraj is that, this, but he should understand Yamaraj is servant of Lord. Rather than accepting the Lord's greatness, he just accepted only Yamaraj's greatness. So, the real purpose of the real knowledge is to liberate. What is the purpose of real knowledge? Is to liberate, not to bind. Whatever we are acquiring knowledge, it is making us bound, right? So someone is we have studied so many courses, degrees. Did it liberate us? Did it liberate us or bound us? Yeah, we are still thinking, let me get a job. With that education, let me get job is a bondage. The real knowledge is to know who we are. The real knowledge is Athāta Brahma Jigyasa, to understand who we are, who is the Lord, what is our relationship with the Lord. And that is what is called Bhagavad Dharma. So Narada Muni was not speaking about normal Dharma of Germany, Dharma of India, Dharma of something. No, Bhagavad Dharma, which is universal, eternal. Pure devotional service. Very important point here is that Narada Muni has become Guru of Prahlad. Very interesting, right? Usually we see that a person is going to the Guru and asking, can you please accept me? And Guru is blessing. Here Narada Muni is so merciful that he was just speaking and Prahlad automatically accepted Narada as his guru. Who was there in the Golokadam when we were talking definition of guru? What is it? G for
Guidance.
guidance. U for
Uplifting.
uplifting. R for R for reformation. And U for unity. In our life, Guru is so important to do these things. One is to guide us, otherwise we will be misguided by so many bogus gurus. There are so many bogus gurus, right? No? There are so many who think, hey, I am a guru, and everyone gives an opinion. You should do this, you should do that, you should do this. So many bogus gurus are there. Guru, G means to guide, guidance. What was U for? Uplifting. Not guiding us to go down, to advance. Uplifting. And uplifting, yeah, should be not temporary for a day or two, for some time. No, it should be a transformational. It should become a reforming us, that we don't want to go back to these habits. And what is the last U? Uniting. To unite with the Lord. So how many of us really think we need Guru? How many of us have a Guru? How many of us have already accepted Srila Prabhupada as our Guru? Huh? He has come to the West and he has spread this Krishna consciousness movement. And he is empowered. Otherwise, who can do it? Srila Prabhupada. So, anyone who is just even beginning, it's not like, okay, I need to follow all the regulative principles. Oh, it's very difficult. Oh, I have to chant so many rounds, then only I can take. No. One can from day one already accept Srila Prabhupada as Guru. Yeah? So, Narada Muni took up this position as a Guru and he was teaching, was instructing Prahlad when he was inside the mother's womb. And very important, he said, there is this question may come, if the child is inside the womb, can he grasp? How many of us have this question? Anyone else? Only one. Then we can discuss later. Not so interesting question. I think everyone knows the answer. Again, if I ask, okay, how many of you want to know? So the question is, why Kayadu was not concerned with protecting? So we can see on this. When Prahlad was inside the womb, how could he understand? How could he know? Sometimes we have this question, when I am speaking Marathi language, when I am speaking Hindi, Telugu and all these languages, how could the child know all these things? And that too is inside. Outside itself we don't hear properly. Even if Guru is telling openly, he says, I can't hear it. In the purport, Prabhupada mentions, I think Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that there is no barrier to seek such transcendental knowledge. Nothing can come as a barrier. Now, it is said, because the child is the womb, doesn't make him anything low than his own mother. The mother was having oral, she was hearing what Narada Muni was telling, and the child was hearing. That's why it's very much, we can see in Srimad Bhāgavatam, in the 2nd canto, 31st chapter, there is whole description how the soul is getting the body. and the senses are maturing so that the body can hear. And next question, I think at least this time I get better. People are ready? Second question.
Yeah.
When Prahlad was able to hear, what happened to Kayadu? Prahlad became great devotee, but what happened to his mother? She was also hearing, right? And in fact, she was already serving Narada Muni, bringing flowers for his worship. When there is no barrier, what happened in the case of Kayadu? It is said that while Prahlad was very attentively hearing, when Bhāgavata Katha happens now, people who attentively hear, they only get benefit. Isn't it? I think you didn't hear attentively. Because Prahlad was very attentively hearing to Narada Muni, but Kayadu was still thinking about her husband. Oh, she was anxious about her own son inside, and she was also always thinking when her husband will come back that she can deliver the child. So, though she was mechanically, to some level, she was doing service, but she was not as attentive to grasp the words of Guru. Okay? Then, next. At least this is Praman that Prahlad has really heard, and what did he hear? Here is Bhagavad Dharma. And now we understand what did Narada Muni speak. He spoke about soul, Atma. He says, Atma, he explained all the qualities of Atma. Atma is Nitya. Nitya means eternal. Avyaya. Vyaya means what? Maybe better word. Vyaya means that is left. Avyaya means complete. It's not, its soul can't be simply you can cut it into pieces. And then Shuddha, pure. Then Eka, individual. It's not like all of us are only one soul. Every individual is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord and exists eternally. And then Kshetrajna. We are not this body, but we are the knowledge. We have the knowledge of this body. Ashraya, yeah, we are the shelter. And then Avikriya, Swadrak, Hetu, Vyapaka, Asangi, unattached to the material world. So this is the qualities. This is what Narada Muni was telling to Prahlad Maharaj. And he said, who can understand the spirit? He said, spiritually advanced persons can understand Atma and Paramatma. So that is the reason still we struggle to understand I am not this body. Yeah? But when one is spiritually advanced, he can understand. And how to come to that state of understanding? It is said by rejecting three states. When we are awake, what we are thinking is this body. Awake state. The second one is Swapna, Jagrati, Swapna and Sushupti. The third state is deep sleep. When one rejects his material identity with this in all the three states, then he can come to the above stage, which is he understands he is Atma. The problem for us is our intelligence is polluted because our intelligence we are thinking everything is matter, and because of that we are entangled. Just like an example given is a root. We know that root is inside soil and it is always fixed there. We are also so much fixed in this material understanding that we are also thinking we are not this soul. And how to destroy this? How to get freedom from this? Narada Muni is saying, by burning the seed of fruitive activities. What is it? Let us not commit more crime. So whatever this interest to commit crime, let it get burned. This is one thing. Stopping intelligence to flow in 3 states, the intelligence not to go in this state, and dissipating the ignorance. Hence he concludes, Tatropaya Sahasranam Ayam Bhagavatoditaha Yat Ishvare Bhagavati Yatha Yer Asyaya Ratihi. He says, the solution for our problem is what? Bhakti. Because bhakti is the best of all paths. Recommended by Lord directly and easiest way to practice. And then how to do it? How to practice bhakti?
Chanting.
To have the guidance of acharyas. Yeah. Guru Sushrushaya Bhaktya. What is Sushruta? Sushruta means to serve. To serve. Guru Sushruta means to serve Guru, then one can get bhakti. Guru Sushrushaya Bhaktya Sarva Labdharpanena cha. Sarva Labdha Arpanena cha. Sarva means everything. Labdha means what you got. Arpana means to give away. So whatever we have, whatever we are gaining, whatever we are accumulating, offer it to Guru and to the Lord. So, Guru Sushushaya Bhaktya Sarva Labdharpanena cha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishwar Aradhana cha. So what we should do is hearing the glories of the Lord with faith and glorifying the Lord's qualities and activities. Kirtanair Guna Karmanam Tad Padamburam Dhyanat, to offer, to meditate at the lotus feet of the Lord. Hari Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavan Asta Ishvara Iti Bhutani Manasa Kama Istai Sadhu Manayet. It is said, one can attain bhakti by doing practical service, by following Guru. It's not just following Guru means just I got the instruction, let me do it. No. Guru Sushushaya Bhaktya. By serving the Guru, only one can get bhakti. It's not like just for granted, okay, now I know the 10 commandments, what my Guru has said, let me start doing it. No, not just doing what he said, but serving the Guru is very important. It is not just, if Guru is always telling, hey, serve Krishna, oh, let me go and serve Krishna, it is not enough. Serve the Guru, so that one gets the bhakti. Okay, given. If we follow this, what do we get? What do we get? Bhakti. We get bhakti, isn't it? When we get bhakti, what is the benefit? Narada Muni is saying, what is the benefit of bhakti is freedom from lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness. Have anyone heard Arshad Vargas? Ari, enemies. Shad means 6. Vargas means enemies. Qualities. What are the 6 qualities that we should give up? Is lust, anger, greed, kama, krodha, moha, mada, matsarya, lobha. When one gets bhakti, what will happen? He will become free from these enemies. And then, and bhakti has the power to control the senses. Bhakti has the power to control the senses, right? So, and then, when the senses are controlled, what should we do? Okay, I'll take maybe 5 minutes. I think. When the senses are controlled, what can we do? We can do bhakti.
You are coming pure.
And then when bhakti is done, what happens?
You are coming pure devotees.
Again, all these enemies are gone. And the senses are controlled. Which means, this way we can do bhakti ever increasingly unto the Lord. Now the question comes, what will we get if we do bhakti?
To chanting holy name.
What will we get? Taste or what do we get when we do more bhakti? More service. Means, if you are eating one gulab jam, you can get 2 gulab jams tomorrow. And after that 3 more. The more you eat, you can eat more and more. Is that what it means? Service will give you more service? So eat more gulab jamun. Bhakti helps us to qualify to do bhakti better. First thing. And because we are doing better bhakti, we are getting more opportunity to do bhakti. Even in our own corporate world, this is what done, right? If you satisfy your boss, what is he doing? Is he giving you more money? More bhakti. So in bhakti also, if you get more bhakti, what is so special? The difference is there we are not working to satisfy the boss. There we are working to satisfy our own self. But here what we are doing, when we are serving the Lord, we are automatically happy. We are automatically satisfied. Because we are automatically satisfied by serving the Lord, we would like to do more and more and more bhakti. There is no limit. Tusyayam sarva bhutatma guru sushushaya taranti anjo bhavanava. Simply by rendering service to the spiritual master, one crosses the bhavanavam. Means bhava means the material world, the ocean of material world, and return home back to Godhead. That is in the purport Prabhupada clearly mentioned. Sometimes we who are doing bhakti, we have a question of what is the ultimate goal of life. How many of us know it? What is the ultimate goal of life? We can refer 7th canto, 15th chapter, 28th verse. There is clear conclusion that simply by rendering service to the spiritual master, one crosses the ocean of nescience and return home back to God. I don't know if everyone got it, but I don't have time to repeat. But I want to say again, it says simply by rendering service to spiritual master. Not even God here, it clearly means the whole success of our life is resting at where? At the lotus feet of spiritual master. So the ultimate goal is to come in contact with the Lord, and unless this point is achieved, one's so-called yoga practice is simply labor without any benefit. We may do all kinds of things, but it doesn't bring anything when we don't get to the ultimate goal. And it is said that material happiness, whatever we are enjoying, it is very, very cheap. It is said, Raya kalatram pashava sutadayo griha mahi kunjara kosha bhutaya sarvetha kama shana bangurashaya kurvanti martasya priyam chalaha shana matru banguraha. What does that mean? Shana means moment. Shana matra means only moment. Bangura means it exists only for a moment. After that it is destroyed. That is the nature of the world. When the world itself is so transient, so much changing, how can we be assured that our happiness will be forever if we are taking support of this material world? All material things are temporary. So even heaven, Someone may think, if I go to Swargaloka, then there is Apsaras and all nice enjoyment. That is also temporary. Let's not waste time. I'm just telling what scriptures are telling. You may think, okay, king size life is at Indralok. Nothing is there. For material life is frustrating. Materialists think happiness is possible to achieve or reject. Materialists have these two approaches. One is accept it so that he can enjoy, or when he doesn't get it, what to do? Reject it. So this is what he thinks is happiness. If something he gets, he is enjoying, and if he knows he is not getting, better not try. If someone has given exams, you know what it means. You think, it's too, I know it, I will not make it. I have to study. Better if I don't study, I will be happy, right? So, Sukhaya, Dukkhaya, Mokshaya, Sankalpa Iha, Karmani, Sadapno Lihaya, Dukkham, Anihayasya, Sukhavrataha. Everyone works hard for happiness and to diminish distress, isn't it? Everyone is working for what? Happiness. I want happiness, I want happiness. How many of us want happiness? How many of us want distress? See, hands are immediately out. All our efforts are to diminish our distress and increase our happiness. This is what we are doing. But they achieve only unhappiness by their action. This is Shastras are telling. And we also have experience. We also have experience that whatever we are trying, we think we are getting happiness, or we think we are enjoying happiness, or we think we will get happiness, but ultimately not. By their actions give up desire for enjoyment, they get happiness. All this is what they are thinking, let me not do anything, then I will be happy. And then finally, Narada Muni is saying, karma is the cause of suffering and transmigration and continue us in the cycle of birth and death. Solution, what is the solution? Is bhakti. And what is bhakti? What is bhakti? Serving the spiritual master is bhakti, okay? What is bhakti? Depending on Krishna without material desires is bhakti. Sometimes we depend on some things which we think, okay, this is going to help me. No. Completely depending on Krishna is what it means bhakti, which is we are devoted to Krishna. Devoting means I have full faith in Him. What is pure bhakti? Pleasing the Lord only by unflinching, unalloyed, sincere devotion to Him. And in this way, finally, I'm just coming to the last part of this wonderful teachings of Narada Muni to Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj is telling to whom? To his classmates. He says, everyone can perform bhakti. Everyone can perform bhakti. We can't say that, I can't do bhakti. I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't have facilities. I am not qualified. So many reasons, right? So many people have so many reasons. Someone says, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have interest. So many reasons. It is said everyone can perform bhakti. Yakshas, Rakshasas, women, cowhead, birds, animals, and sinful living entities can revive their original, eternal spiritual existence by accepting the principles of Bhakti Yoga. So the solution of Bhakti is not only for few people who have become Brahmanas or who have understood this science. It is available for everyone. Just like when the sunlight falls, it is falling on everyone equally. It's not just saying, okay, I'll fall only on others, Prabhu. He needs vitamin D. No, he falls on everyone. The bhakti also is available for everyone. Only thing is we have to approach. And then ultimate goal is the conclusion which is mentioned, Etavan eva lokesmin pumsaha Swartha para smritaha ekanta bhaktir govinde yata sarvatra tad ikshanam. I repeat, that would be the last words for the day. Etavan eva lokesmin pumsa Swartha para smritaha. What is the best thing for everyone for his own favor is ekanta bhaktir govinde. To have devotion unto Lord Govinda. Yet sarvatra tat ikshanam. To render service to Govinda is to see him everywhere, and through that one can attain ultimate success. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Do we have some time or we don't have time? Any questions? You have a question?
This is a question from my son. He asked me when going back, I could not answer, so I am asking you. So, I was telling that Hiranyakashipu could tell everything is temporary, not to lament for his relatives, but why he could not realize for himself, and why he has to do all this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very nice question, important question also. Kids are very sharp, I think, than parents. Not only you parents, but all parents. So the question is, when Hiranyakashipu could speak such a nice philosophy, when the time came, why was he not applying in his own life? Is that the question? I think yesterday we said that knowing is not everything. We are also now hearing to Bhāgavatam. We also now know, oh, I am not this body, I am the soul, oh, I have to practice bhakti, oh, I know that benefits of bhakti are what? All the Akshat Vargas, what are their enemies? We can conquer enemies, we can conquer our senses. Oh, all this is so nice, right? But what are we doing tomorrow or after Bhagavad Saptāh? A small prototype of Hiranyakashipu is always there, right? So the more and more we hear and really serve Guru, again this Guru Shushushaya Bhaktya, this is very important. When we have a Guru whom we are serving, then the Lord is saying, okay, he is cultivating bhakti. What is cultivating bhakti? Cultivating bhakti means it has a process. One has to take to a process of how to advance in bhakti. It is not like Sahajiyas, like, okay, I have this bhav, I just cry in front of Jagannath and Jagannath will take care of everything. Yeah, because so many Shastras are telling Jagannath will take care. But same Jagannath in the form of Krishna, what is he telling? To accept a Guru. To follow a sadhana is minimum. When we come to a higher stage, that's okay. But one has to practice sadhana, take up to devotional process, devotional life. And when one advances, then he can really not just know what is right, not only understand what is right, but actually execute what is right. To execute, it's not so easy. Bhavanava, it's how many of us are here who are expert swimmers? How many of us know swimming here? I should not raise my hand. How expert are you? Can you cross over an ocean? There are 7 oceans. Let's start with one. And Bhavanava is the ocean of nescience, ignorance, ocean of material miseries. With one problem we are stuck, isn't it? If we have one problem in life, what is happening? Oh God. That's it. It is very, very difficult unless we get support. unless we are just pulled out from that ocean. We think, no, I can swim. Come on, I have learned. I am silver medal, I am gold medal, nothing works. Nothing works, and that's why we need to have the grace of Guru. I mean, if you can see the essence of this, what Prahlad Maharaj heard, and he was telling, is very clear that he was a perfect Bhāgavata. Why? Because he just, it will come in 7.5, that he was just representing Parampara. What? He heard from Prahlad, Narada Muni, he just applied it. So that's the secret. So, 2 levels, third level is very important. And it's very difficult, that's why we need support. Got it? He didn't hear. He only asked for you, that you hear, not he hears. Any other question? Yes? Next on.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So you mentioned in the beginning that we need spiritual eyes to even see the Dham. What is actually not looking at the sufferings and the stealing or things like that in Dham, but also, but we are not that advanced. So how do we can visit Dham and actually experience Dham and not look at what is not working there?
Yeah. One-stop solution. Take shelter of Guru. Because it's very easy that our own interests come in front of us. When we want to serve the Lord, what happens is, let me enjoy. Why we see sometimes all these holy places are filled with so much fraud? Because there are also so many people who want to make benefit of it. And there are people who want to be cheated. Knowingly and unknowingly. So coming to your question, how can we be saved? How can we appreciate the Dham? How can we take shelter of the Dham is through Guru. Yeah, I still remember when one is entering the Dham, he is praying to the Dham and also praying to Guru. Hey, oh my spiritual master, please help me that I don't commit offense to the Dham. Because very easily we may get thinking, hey, this is so dirty, no, all pollution, there is only mud and cow dung and what, and so many dungs are there. All rubbish. No, I think we are going there not to see all rubbish, right? We want to see something is pure, and it is still there. I can give an example when His Holiness Indradun Maharaj was giving a class. It was he was speaking a very exalted subject. He was telling about the Dham, about that there is this kund, and then there is this nice blue flowers, and this water is very shiny. He was explaining everything. Yeah? And then there was a disciple who said, I have seen everything what you have said. He could see. And how was that possible? Because the Guru has given the vision to see. How? By refining, by purifying. First giving knowledge, second giving understanding, third giving the purpose. What is the purpose of such divine vision? Not to say, hey, I am so great now, hey, I could see such a nice sarovar, the kund with all these shining flowers, very, very unique blue flowers, which are now in these times we don't see. These are there. We can't see. Yeah? Thank you. Okay? Then, thank you very much. Thank you, Tulsi Priya Mataji, for translating. I'm sorry, it was a little longer. Thank you. And thanks, Seema Mataji, for translation. Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna.
Hast du doch Müll? Du hast gestern schon gespielt. Heute ist leider nicht fest.
Shri Shri Vijay Gauranga Shri Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki bajayo jaya Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha ki bajayo jaya Gaura ki bajayo